It is not unusual to experience increased difficulty with leg functions as we get older. Standing up from a seated position or climbing stairs can be increasingly problematic. Our legs are the powerhouse of our body, which allows us to perform all the tasks we need to do. Activities such as walking, gardening, or even traveling can be impacted by weakened legs. Strengthening leg functionality is possible to improve and prolong the status we are at. Most importantly, we can do something about the situation. When we talk about progressing leg functions, we talk about the power of nutrition, in which specific vitamin intake that helps muscle and bone health. The blood vitamin antagonists can be found either in the food that we consume or can be integrated in a change of habit. In this video, we will talk about the 7 most important vitamins that can help you strengthen your legs. No matter if you are already in your 60 seconds, you can take control of your health. These vitamins will strengthen your muscles, but will also improve your balance, flexibility, and mobility, all of which are important to being active as you get older. Before we look closer to these important vitamins, let me ask you to take a second to subscribe. Why? Because we are trying to create a community of people that want to live a more vibrant, healthy lifestyle and want to feel good no matter the age. If you want to take control of your health, this is the community for you. So subscribe now or you will miss out. Let's talk about the first vitamin that can help you boost your leg strength. That vitamin is vitamin D. The importance of maintaining strong legs and proper muscle functioning cannot be understated. Vitamin D is an absolute game changer. Although this vitamin does a myriad of things, one of its critical functional roles is aiding in the body's absorption of calcium. Calcium is vital for bone health and the prevention of bone-related diseases such as osteoporosis, which could lead to bone fractures and a significant loss of mobility. However, there is an additional reason providing even more importance to vitamin D for individuals over the age of 60. It has a direct and significant relation to muscle functionality. Studies have demonstrated that muscle weakness, which makes performing everyday physical tasks, such as standing, walking, or even climbing stairs significantly more difficult, is a consequence of vitamin D deficiency. Losing muscle mass is a natural process that occurs with aging, and without vitamin D, this process is expedited. This makes it critical for individuals over the age of 60 to be mindful of vitamin D deficiency. What makes vitamin D critical? Vitamin D is critical for calcium regulation in the body. Calcium is needed by the bones and muscles for optimal strength. Deficiency in vitamin D leads to muscle weakening and increased fatigue. If you are doing everyday activities like going for a walk or carrying grocery bags, you will these tasks very challenging. Vitamin D deficiency dilemma. Vitamin D synthesis in the body, caused by exposure to sunlight, is very efficient in young people. Seniors, on the other hand, tend to fall in vitamin D deficiency because their bodies cannot produce enough vitamin D. Reduced amounts of vitamin D lead to muscle weakening, poor balance, and a greater risk of falling. Skin exposure to sunlight makes vitamin D in the body, but not enough in older populations. Therefore, relying on skin synthesis of vitamin D is ineffective and needs to be supplemented by other means. How can you be sure to get enough vitamin D? The most direct and most natural source is also easy to obtain and free: the sun. Simply getting 10 to 15 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin can boost your vitamin D levels significantly. Of course, if you live in areas with limited sunlight, or if you are housebound, it is not that easy. Luckily, there are several other ways to get enough vitamin D. Food sources of vitamin D. If you are unable to get much sunlight, there are several vitamin D-rich foods you can eat to meet your daily requirements. Some of the best sources of vitamin D include salmon, mackerel, and sardines are all excellent fatty fish sources. They help to build and repair muscles, and also provide healthy omega-3 fats, which are good for your heart. If you need a vitamin D source that is easy to add to your diet, consider egg yolks. Milk, juice, and cereal are often vitamin D fortified. This is a good source of vitamin D if you cannot eat dairy or fish. Most people should think about vitamin D supplements if they've been diagnosed with a deficiency. Do consult your physician about it first, though. Quick tip: sun-exposed mushrooms, such as shiitake or portobello, are a good food source of vitamin D. Why is this important for leg strength? Muscles, especially leg muscles, are simply weaker with less vitamin D. This compromises your ability to balance and do leg strength required tasks like standing up from a chair or walking a long distance. So, if you want to keep your legs strong and active, you must be getting enough vitamin D. If you're not getting enough vitamin D from food or sun exposure, you can always add enough vitamin D supplements, and your legs will certainly appreciate it. I would like to ask, before we discuss the next vitamin, if you are looking to improve your health and this information is helpful to you, I recommend subscribing to the channel. We are dedicated to providing health tips that are based on proven science and are aimed at helping you feel your best, regardless of age. We are building a community, and we would appreciate your participation. Please subscribe to our channel. Please, don't get confused. Some people overlook vitamin B12, yet this is a vitamin that deserves all the praise when it comes to its functions and importance in muscle activity and overall energy levels. Leg fatigue, muscle weakness, and overall body tiredness can be a result of a B12 vitamin deficiency, and if you ever have experienced this, you know to what we are talking about. B12 is essential for muscle strength and overall functioning, and when it comes to your legs, it is exactly what you need. Vitamin B12, often referred to as cobalamin, is vital for making new red blood cells and for the maintenance of a healthy nervous system. However, did you know that B12 is important for the health of your muscles as well? Insufficient amounts of the vitamin contribute to the weakening of muscles, and more importantly, the legs get very fatigued and lack energy. Low levels of B12 can also cause nerve damage that makes moving the legs and balancing very difficult. Our bodies age, so does our ability to absorb the vitamin B12 that is present in the food we eat. Because of this reason, seniors are at a greater risk for deficiencies, and this can cause a variety of problems like muscle weakness and cognitive decline. If you have been feeling less spry and more sluggish than usual, a vitamin B12 deficiency could be one of the reasons. This vitamin is extremely important in order to be healthy. What is the impact of vitamin B12 on leg strength? Energy generation is one of the many important functions in the human body that relies on sufficient levels of B12. Lack of B12 makes it impossible for the body to produce the energy necessary for the contraction and movement of the muscles. This may cause muscle weakness, particularly in the legs. Activities that are usually considered to be simple, like walking, going up and down stairs, or even standing up from a sitting position, may become significantly more challenging. In addition to the functions described above, B12 is vital for the synthesis of red blood cells, which are responsible for the transport of oxygen in the body. When your body is deficient in B12, it is unable to produce enough red blood cells, which can lead to anemia. This means that oxygen delivery to the muscles is impaired, and as a result, they become fatigued much more quickly. This means that the more active you try to be, the more difficult it will be for your muscles to work, particularly the legs. How can you increase your vitamin B12 levels? Fortunately, vitamin B12 is readily available in a variety of dietary sources, and a meat eater will be able to benefit from B12 in many animal sources. Vitamin B12 is available in the following dietary sources. Many lean meat sources provide a high amount of vitamin B12, and these include chicken, turkey, and beef, among others. Fish, including salmon, tuna, and clams, are also great sources. They are not only rich in vitamin B12, they also have plenty of omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and are good for joint health. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt and eggs are also good sources of B12, though in somewhat lesser amounts. Vegetarians and vegans need to be aware that animal products are where vitamin B12 is mostly found. For people avoiding animal foods, it is really important to consume fortified foods like cereals, non-dairy milk, almond or soy milk, and nutritional yeast. There are many plant-based options that are fortified with B12, which makes it easy for people to eliminate animal products. In some cases, taking vitamin B12 supplements may be necessary for a person, especially when she or he is not getting enough of it through the usual diet. Your doctor can check your B12 status and tell you what to do. When considering the possibility of vitamin B12 deficiency, it is helpful to consider some common symptoms that include the following: loss of energy and fatigue, tingling or numbness in your hands and feet, memory loss or decline in cognitive abilities, yellowish or pale skin. If any of these symptoms apply to you, you should check your levels of vitamin B12. Improving your vitamin B12 levels can enhance your mental clarity, energy, and muscle strength. If you are reflecting on your own health during this video, be sure to subscribe. If you want to live life to the fullest and the most active, you have come to the right place. Join our community for practical, evidence-based health tips that really work. Apart from bolstering the immune system, vitamin C is important for the health and well-being of your legs and muscles and helps in recovery from strenuous activities. You already know vitamin C is needed for the biosynthesis of collagen. While collagen is important in skin health, it is even more vital for the health of the muscles, ligaments, and tendons. Collagen is a structural protein that keeps the tissues in the body, including the muscles, strong and elastic. Insufficient vitamin C results in diminished production of collagen and weakens the muscles, slows the recovery, and increases the chances of injury. In your legs, vitamin C is important, but not only for injury prevention. It helps in recovery from inflammation, which is a barrier to mobility. Weak legs and the loss of strength, range of motion, and flexibility is a result of age-associated inflammation. Vitamin C helps the body deal with this inflammation and keeps the muscles in the legs active and functioning. For those over 60, the importance of exercising and retaining muscle strength can't be understated in order to avoid falls, fractures, and other injuries that will negatively impact your quality of life. Vitamin C is critical in supporting the health of your muscles, bones, and even blood vessels, helping you remain strong and mobile as you get older. Vitamin C is important for helping improve the absorption of iron. Iron is important for the transportation of oxygen to the muscles, and if you don't have enough iron, you will experience weakness and fatigue in your legs. When you have enough vitamin C, your body will absorb iron more effectively, which will then fuel your muscles with more oxygen and energy in order to remain active and continue strengthening your legs. How can you be sure you are receiving enough of vitamin C? Thankfully, vitamin C is very accessible. It is abundant in countless fresh fruits and vegetables. Citrus fruits, such as oranges, lemons, and grapefruits, are known sources for vitamin C, but there are a variety of other foods that will give you a good dose of vitamin C as well. Bell peppers, kiwi, strawberries, and broccoli are great choices and can be easily added to your meals in order to boost your vitamin C levels. Vitamin C supplements can also be taken if citrus fruits or veggies are not preferred. However, it's ideal to try to get vitamins from food sources first. If you are taking supplements, you should first consult your doctor about what dosage is right for you. If you are improving your health and finding this information useful, subscribe to our channel. This is about more than watching videos. It's about being part of a community that focuses on health and wellness and being strong and active. Hit subscribe so you can keep up to date with our videos. Vitamin E is sometimes referred to as the vitamin of antioxidants. It is mostly known for its benefits to the skin. However, it also plays an important role in the strength and function of muscles, especially for the legs. Oxidative stress is the process in which free radicals damage cells, and as you get older, it increases. It can cause the degeneration of muscles, buildup of inflammatory cells, and slow down recovery time. Vitamin E acts as a defense system for the muscles. Vitamin E assists in protecting your muscles from damage caused by oxidative stress. In other words, vitamin E defends your muscles from the free radicals that cause muscle fatigue and weakness. Without sufficient amounts of this vitamin, oxidative stress can cause damage to your muscles and impair your strength. If you are over 60 years of age and have tired and achy legs, you may not be getting enough vitamin E in your diet. Vitamin E's importance also increases with age, especially due to its properties for reducing the chronic inflammation we so often see in seniors. Inflammation causes the legs to become painful, stiff, and uncomfortable. This can make daily activities, such as walking and climbing stairs, increasingly difficult to do. When vitamin E reduces this inflammation, your legs have more elasticity and greater strength, so that mobility is preserved. Vitamin E contributes to muscle recovery after exercise. As we age, our bodies don't recuperate from physical activity as fast as they used to. This applies to walks, strength training, or housework. Your muscle fibers are almost always being damaged and repaired. Feeling less sore and more energized after physical activity is due to vitamin E and its impact on muscle recovery. This is also important for keeping leg strength. Some people are surprised to learn that vitamin E is fat-soluble and best absorbed when consumed with healthy fats. It is therefore very easy to incorporate unsaturated fats from nuts, seeds, and avocados into your diet. This will support your vitamin E, heart, and muscle health in the long run. How to increase your vitamin E levels. The good news is, there are many foods that contain vitamin E, especially foods that contain healthy fats, such as the following. Almonds, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts contain healthy fats and protein. They are great for muscles and are also a good source of vitamin E. Sunflower oil, wheat germ oil, and olive oil are great sources of vitamin E and are easy to add to recipes. Spinach and kale are also good sources of vitamin E, as well as many other vitamins and minerals that are good for the legs. Avocados are a great source of vitamin E and contain healthy fats that assist in the absorption of vitamin E. If you are not getting sufficient vitamin E from your food, you may want to consider adding a vitamin E supplement to your regimen. Just be cautious that too much vitamin E from a supplement can pose negative health risks, so make sure to discuss a vitamin E supplement with your healthcare provider before starting it. Why it matters for leg strength. The legs are extremely active during daily activities and are most likely to experience issues related to muscular endurance and strength. Incorporation of vitamin E into the diet does not just help protect the muscles from damage, but also provides the tools to rebuild and maintain strength. This leaves the person less mobile and active, and able to do the things they enjoy, such as walking, hiking, or playing with grandchildren. If you're finding this exploration of vital nutrients that improve leg strength informative, consider subscribing to the channel for more scientifically proven health tips. If you haven't joined our channel yet, what are you waiting for? Empower yourself by joining our community. Hit that subscribe button so we can keep learning together. Next, we have vitamin K, which is also overlooked when it comes to strength and movement. Most people usually think of vitamin K in relation to the blood. However, vitamin K also helps to keep the bones and muscles that support strength and movement of the legs, which is also very important. Your body can benefit from vitamin K in many ways. One of them is calcium regulation. While calcium is vital to strengthen your bones and help your muscles contract, it can also be dangerous and be deposited to soft tissues instead of bones and muscles. Vitamin K ensures calcium is deposited in safe places and activated to soften the tissues and get rid of the calcium. Without vitamin K, calcium can collect in unsafe places and lead to weak bones and dysfunction of your muscles. In addition to bone dysfunction, age also causes the loss of muscle strength and mass. Vitamin K slows down the loss of strength and density in your bones. This is really helpful for people over the age of 60 since osteoporosis, the disease that makes bones fragile and increases the risk of breaking them, is more frequent. Vitamin K also improves your bones' capacity to support your muscles and joints and increases the strength and mobility in your legs. Vitamin K is important for a variety of reasons. Apart from promoting general health, it also promotes muscle function. Research shows that muscle strength in older folks can be negatively impacted by a lack of vitamin K. This happens because K vitamins assist with the production of muscle proteins and is necessary for the structural and functional maintenance of the muscles. With insufficient vitamin K, your muscle's strength and responsiveness can become compromised. As a result, it can become more challenging to perform strength-demanding actions like walking and standing. Increasing problems related to vitamin K. Vitamin K is known to be of two types. One is vitamin K, one which is known as phylloquinone, while the other is K2, known as menaquinone. Both types provide adequate support to the muscles and bones, but vitamin K2 is the best for the proper regulation of calcium to the bones and muscles, rather than other parts of the body. Some of the best sources of vitamin K come from nature. Spinach, collard greens, and kale are all forms of leafy green vegetables that provide a lot of vitamin K1. These also provide a lot of other vitamins, minerals, and fibers, which makes them great sources of health. Vegetables like broccoli and sprouts contain vitamin K, among other helpful nutrients for strengthening and enhancing leg mobility. Natto, a fermented dish made from soybeans, is also an excellent source of vitamin K2. However, it might not be very appealing to some people and would require an acquired taste. Other than natto, there is a variety of food that also contain vitamin K2, including various dairy products like cheese and yogurt, along with egg yolks. Salmon and mackerel are some of K2-enriched foods that also contain omega-3 fatty acids that help ease inflammation and promote overall health of your joints and muscles. If food sources of vitamin K are not enough to satisfy your levels, vitamin K supplements are available. But it's always safe to consult your physician before starting on any vitamin K supplements, especially if you are taking blood thinners, since excess vitamin K can create complications with your medications. Before we get into the next vitamin, don't forget to subscribe. Our mission is to create a community of like-minded individuals that want to provide you with health tips in order to age with strength and confidence. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is a great time to do so. Let's keep going and talk about the next strong vitamin. Let's discuss magnesium, one of the most important and often forgotten minerals that aid in the strengthening, health, and relaxation of muscles. Magnesium is needed in over 300 biochemical functions, so it is important for both general and muscle health, particularly in the legs. It might amaze you how versatile the functions of magnesium are. Magnesium helps your muscles and body relax and prevent cramping and stiffness. These issues can become prevalent as we age and are often caused by an increase in contracted muscle tissue. Experiencing cramping during physical activity can be frustrating, and magnesium can help prevent and treat this by aiding muscle tissue relaxation. It can be particularly beneficial for leg cramps that occur during the night or physical activity. Magnesium is an important part of energy production by helping the body create ATP, the fuel source of our muscle tissue. ATP is vital to leg strength as it provides the energy our muscles need to function and prevents fatigue from setting in. Reduced performance to your everyday activities can occur without enough ATP and may be an indicator that an increase in your magnesium intake is needed. If your legs feel weak or lack strength, an increased amount of magnesium may be beneficial. Magnesium also helps keep your bones healthy. It helps your body to process calcium and vitamin D, which is important for keeping your bones dense. Strong bones are necessary to keep the muscles in your legs, so it keeps you standing and moving. We all tend to lose some bone density as we get older, but magnesium helps slow that by allowing calcium to be incorporated and absorbed by the bones. Magnesium and cramps. Cramps are painful, involuntary contractions that seem to happen for most people over the age of 60. They occur most frequently at night, which is when most people get them. They happen most frequently when there are inadequate levels of magnesium and some other electrolytes present. If you eat more magnesium, you will make less muscle cramps and your legs will work better. If you wake up at night because of cramps, or if your legs are stiff, it is likely that you may need more magnesium. How to increase your magnesium intake. Increasing magnesium intake can be as easy as eating a greater variety of foods, since many of them contain this very important nutrient, and many of them are quite tasty. Here are a few rich sources of magnesium. Certain leafy vegetables, especially spinach and Swiss chard, contain substantial amounts of magnesium, as well as other important nutrients like fiber and vitamins that are important to bone and muscle health. Nuts and seeds, particularly sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and almonds, make a great snack and are rich in magnesium and in other healthy nutrients, such as fats that are important to heart health, especially for seniors. Certain whole grains, like oats, quinoa, and brown rice, are foods that should replace any refined grains in the diet in order to increase the amount of magnesium in the diet and to provide sustained energy throughout the day. Black beans, lentils, and chickpeas are examples of legumes that contain a lot of magnesium, as well as fiber and protein, and can be added to salads, stews, and soups. If you are not getting adequate magnesium from the food you eat, you could try a magnesium supplement. Just remember, it's always a good idea to consult your doctor to see if a supplement makes sense for your individual situation before you start any new supplement regimen. Before we cover the next important nutrient, we would like to know how you found our video. Please provide us with feedback so we know how we can improve. Also, we want to provide you with health tips to keep you active and strong. Join our health and wellness community and subscribe to our channel. We have health tips to help you improve your health, and you won't want to miss them. Next, omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 are essential fatty acids, which are healthy fats the body needs to strive, particularly for muscles and joints. Omega-3 help to support heart health and relieve body inflammation. Omega-3 are vital for improving leg strength and mobility, especially for adults over the ages of 60. As we get older, the body becomes more inflamed, which may be caused by joint stress, muscle wear and tear, and even some chronic problems. This chronic inflammation reduces the muscle's ability to perform, which often results in stiff, tired legs. Omega-3 are proven to improve chronic inflammation to promote healthy, strong legs that can carry you through your daily tasks. Alongside reduction of inflammation, omega-3 also help with muscle function by improving communication between your nerves and muscles. This becomes especially crucial with older age and the muscle degenerating process starts. Omega-3 fatty acids help preserve strength and mobility by supporting the function of your muscle fibers. This means you can move more freely and with greater ease. Omega-3 help keep your legs strong and responsive, whether you are climbing, walking, or doing basic chores. One of the biggest benefits of omega-3 is the improvement of joint health, which becomes increasingly important with age. Problems such as aches and arthritis are more common with older age, and omega-3 fatty acids help with the swelling and stiffness associated with those conditions. This helps you move your legs more freely and with less pain. Omega-3 can help you maintain pain-free joints and strong legs, which enhances mobility. Omega-3 fatty acids can be derived from fatty fish and some plant-based sources. If you enjoy seafood, that's great because you can support your leg strength with fatty fish. Good options for omega-3 rich fish are salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring. These fish are full of protein and other important nutrients, along with omega-3 that support muscle health. If you don't eat fish, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts contain omega-3 and provide the same benefits that fish do. For those that are vegan or vegetarian, another source of omega-3 is algal oil, which is derived from algae and contains the same omega-3 that fish oil contains. Adding omega-3 rich foods to your diet is easy. For instance, you can put some flax seeds in a smoothie, sprinkle a few chia seeds on your salad or yogurt, or have some grilled salmon or sardines for dinner. In addition to supporting your leg strength, these foods will help your overall health, including your heart and brain. If you are not getting enough omega-3 from food, you may consider omega-3 supplements such as fish oil or algal oil. Always talk to your doctor before taking any supplements, especially if you have a health condition or take other medication. Now let's move on to the final vitamin that is essential for strong and resilient legs. Hit the subscribe button. In our final segment of the guide that examines leg-strengthening nutrients, we arrive at zinc. Though often overlooked, zinc is an important mineral that helps keep muscles strong and aids in recovery. Zinc contributes to protein synthesis, which is the process of building and repairing muscle tissue. Zinc may be the answer if your legs seem to be getting weaker or if your recovery after exercise is prolonged. To support muscle, zinc is as important as the raw materials and building blocks of muscle tissue. Muscles sustain tiny tears after any vigorous contraction, and zinc is important in the repairing process. Insufficient zinc prolongs the recovery, muscle fatigue, and weakness, and increases the risk of injury. This is even more critical in the elderly, over 60 years, as more zinc is required to prevent muscle wasting and to maintain leg strength. Zinc helps keep your immune system strong, which is essential for staying active as we get older. Zinc is also essential for keeping your bones strong, which is a key part of leg strength. Strong bones provide the framework for your muscles to do their best work. Not getting enough zinc can make your bones weaker, potentially leading to fractures or other injuries that can make it more difficult for you to strengthen your legs and improve your mobility. How zinc supports leg muscle function and strength during exercise. It is important for seniors to retain their mobility and leg strength, and zinc helps with that by promoting the growth of healthy muscle tissue and helping with recovery from exercise. Having muscle cramps, stiffness, or slow recovery after exercise can be signs of low zinc. Zinc is critical for muscle rebuilding, allowing you to regain strength after exercise and perform your normal daily tasks. Zinc keeps the collagen in your muscles and tendons healthy. Collagen is a protein that constitutes the structure of your muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Collagen keeps your muscles and tendons flexible and strong and reduces your chance of injury when you get a good amount of zinc. This is important for staying active and maintaining leg strength in order to avoid injuring yourself with sprains and strains. Getting zinc is typically easy, and many foods contain it. Try including some of the baked options in your weekly meal planning that contain these foods. Beef, chicken, and turkey are great sources of zinc for anyone who doesn't follow a vegetarian or vegan diet. This also makes it super easy for anyone who eats meat to increase their zinc levels. Oysters, crab, and lobster are also good sources of zinc, and in addition, they also contain protein and omega-3 fatty acids that are important for your muscles and joints. Chickpeas, lentils, and black beans are packed with zinc, and they are plant-based foods, so they are great for anyone who doesn't eat meat. Healthy fats are good for heart and muscle health, and so is zinc. This makes pumpkin seeds, cashews, and almonds great snacks. You can also get zinc from dairy products such as cheese and milk, so if you enjoy them, it can be a good addition to your daily intake. Of zinc-rich food sources, if you think you're getting too little, etc., you can also buy supplements. However, make sure to talk to your healthcare provider, as too much zinc can create problems with absorption of other minerals such as copper. I hope you find this guide useful, and if you liked it, make sure you're subscribed for more evidence-based health tips. We're building a community of people that want to stay active at any age, so make sure to subscribe. Now that we've gone through all 7 essential vitamins and minerals, let's do a brief summary and some concluding consideratons. We listed 7 key vitamins and minerals that you need to improve your leg strength and stay active after 60. They are: helps with calcium absorption and muscle function, supports energy production and muscle health, is an antioxidant that reduces inflammation and supports muscle recovery, helps with oxidative stress and relaxation of muscles, is good for bone strength and managing calcium, assists relaxation of muscles, production of energy, and good bone health, is an anti-inflammatory that supports muscle and joint function, is required for protein synthesis, muscle repair, and bone health. To stay active and healthy, the vitamins above are key. If this video helped you, press the like button, comment your age, and subscribe for more content that is fact-based and provides health benefits. Make sure to focus on the community of people who are active and healthy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.